بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأولين والآخرين نبينا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا وقرة أعيننا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. All praise are due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. May the blessings and peace of Allah be upon our Master Prophet Muhammad and upon his family and all his companions. Welcome again to the short course of the Islamic study and the lessons we prepared for the youth who speak English. This is lesson 15 of the book Salvation of the Generation from Error and Guidance of the Youth to Excellence. Last lesson we explained wudu, how to do wudu, pillars of wudu, sunnahs of wudu, and today we are going to talk about what invalidates or what breaks of the wudu. What breaks wudu? What makes wudu invalid? And when we are talking about what breaks wudu, and we are talking about according to Shafi'i fiqh only. So you can see something which does not break and in other schools or in Hanafi or Malik. So you should know we are in Shafi'i fiqh, and the third part of our book is Shafi'i fiqh, the fundamentals and basics of Shafi'i fiqh. So what breaks wudu according to Shafi'i fiqh? There are four things which nullify and break the wudu, and there are anything which comes out from the private part, from the front and rear, except the sperm or the semen. Anything, for example, urine or other things which comes out from the private part, they break wudu, except the sperm. Sperm makes an obligatory shower, makes the shower obligatory, but does not break wudu according to Shafi'i madhab. Number 2, loss of consciousness. If you lose your consciousness through sleep or through other thing, your wudu will be invalid. Your wudu will be broken, except the wudu of someone when he sleeps while his buttocks are firmly seated on the floor. So that person, the wudu of that person does not break. But anything else which can lose your consciousness breaks wudu. Number 3, skin to skin contact between ajnabi. Ajnabi means unrelated. Skin to skin contact between an adult, ajnabi adult, and male and female without any barrier breaks wudu. So if the man touch or his skin contacted the skin of a woman, the wudu of both is broken according to Shafi'i fiqh. Even if it is if the contact is not deliberately, the wudu is invalid. So this is different according to other madhabis, but Shafi'i school, if there is skin to skin contact between man and woman or male and female adult, they must be adult. An adult means when they reach the age of desires of marriage, and even if they are not pubescent, without any barrier, and they are unrelated, they are not qarabo, the wudu will be broken. Even if the man touches or contacted the skin of his wife, the wudu will be broken according to Shafi'i fiqh. So they should do wudu when they wanted to pray. And because ajnabi, when we say ajnabi here, is someone who is non-mahram. Someone who is non-mahram. Number 4, touching the human's private part or the anus of the human with the sperm or with the inner surface of the fingers without any barrier. Without any barrier. So if someone touches the private part, his private part, or the private part of other one, for example, if the mom touches the private part of the baby without any barrier and with her palms or with the inner surface of her fingers, the wudu will be broken. Okay, these 4 things breaks wudu. Anything which comes out from private part, and loss of consciousness, skin to skin contact between an ajnabi adult male and female without any barrier, touching human's private part and with the palm or inner surface of the fingers. These 4 things break wudu or invalidate wudu according to Shafi'i madhab or Shafi'i school. Okay. What are the disliked actions of wudu? Or makruh actions, offensive actions? There are many disliked actions of wudu, such as to waste water. When you use water more than what you need, even if you are on the sea coast, it is makruh, it is disliked. Also, when you wash the left hand or the left foot before the right, it is offensive, it is disliked. Also, if you wash more than or less than 3 times, it's makruh, it's disliked. So it is sunnah to wash 3 times, to wash your face, your hands, to wipe your hair, to wipe your feet, to wash your feet 3 times. But to wash less than or more than 3 times is makruh or is disliked. What is forbidden for the one whose wudu is broken? If you become without wudu with one reason we mentioned above, what is forbidden from you? There are 4 things you cannot do without wudu. Number 1 is prayer. Everybody knows that you cannot do prayer or you cannot pray without wudu. But some of children or teenagers today, they pray Fajr and they go back to sleep, then they wake up and for school, do not do any wudu, they go to school. When they come back Asr and you say pray, they say I have wudu. When did you make wudu? In the Fajr time. Subhanallah, in the Fajr time. There is not anything which can break the wudu. That's not correct. If you do not do wudu, your prayer is invalid. Number 2, tawaf. tawaf, circumambulation of the Kaaba. You cannot circle the Kaaba, or you cannot do tawaf of the Kaaba without wudu. 3, to carry the Holy Quran. You cannot carry, it's haram to carry the Quran without wudu. Also to touch the Quran without wudu, even with barrier. You cannot you cannot take or touch with barrier without wudu. These 4 things is forbidden are forbidden from someone who has not wudu, who is without wudu. Prayer, tawaf, to carry Holy Quran, and to touch without barrier, to touch it even with barrier. And this is the end of our lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.